Okay, welcome to Module 7, Greenside Bunker. Greenside Bunker play is special because it's the only shot in golf where the golf club does not completely hit the ball. So it's just basically, you hit into the sand, there's a sand pocket, and the sand pocket transports the ball out of the sand. So the club face does actually not make direct contact, which means there's a lot of energy loss, which means you can really get some speed without fearing it's going way over the green, right? So it's all about low point control again, where we hit the sand. The technique actually is also very similar to the finesse shots that we've learned, using a little bit more wrists, hitting the ground, spanking the ground. And that's why we had the finesse shots first, so we can then later on learn the bunker shots, right? So we'll go right away into practice, and I would like to line the two of you up. Alice, if you want to come over here, and Jamie over here. And then I've drawn this line here for a reason. So I want you to like set up to this line, like if the golf ball was sitting on the line. And remember our finesse technique, we used a little bit more our wrist, and the right shoulder was a little bit higher. Just so you know, the bunker rules actually say that you're not supposed to ground the club into like the sand, but for the sake of practice, let's just do that anyways right now. So ground your club, put it on that line. I want you to enter the sand before the line and exit on the other side of the line, about the same distance if you could do that, right? So go ready, hit some shots already, and perfect. So let's just make a quick note here. Definitely your low point was a little bit more too far back. Make sure that that whole divot or a sand pocket shifts a little bit more forward, right? Yes. And again, there's no real technique to it except like practice, club face control. There you go, still too far back. Good. Good. So both of you have a little bit issues right now, tendencies too far back. Remember, the right side bend at setup controls where the low point is. So maybe both of you right now during the swing have too much right side bend trying to lift the golf ball up in the air, right? So make sure your right shoulder during the swing stays a little bit higher again, and that allows you to shift the low point more forward. Now that was too far forward, obviously. I just wanted to demonstrate what the right shoulder does. So get your right shoulder a little bit higher. For a left-handed golfer, it's obviously the left shoulder. Keep the right shoulder higher. There you go, much better. Both of you did much better. Awesome. That's basically all we need to know. For the basic bunker shots, it's okay to have that much sand before the ball. Later on, maybe for a beginner's golf course 2.0, we're learning how to create a little bit more spin, and the entry point of the sand doesn't shift that far back. But for the sake of 100% getting it out of the bunker, that's what we're doing today. Okay, so now that we have controlled our low point, it's time to actually hit some golf balls now. What I see a lot of times happen is after you have a lot of speed and control that low point with that line drill, as soon as the golf ball's there, a lot of golfers decelerate a bunch. Again, this is called an explosion shot. The nickname of the bunker shot is kind of an explosion shot. You can really create lots and lots of speed, and you won't overshoot the green. As long as you catch the sand first, there will be so much energy loss that you can really have a full swing, full speed, and don't have to fear that it's going over the green. I know it's weird because a lot of times the golf ball shoots off the club face, but this time, trust me, it's going to really slow down. I'll demonstrate one shot real quick. Basically, we draw that line again here. We put the golf ball on that line. Make sure it's absolutely perfect. There you go. And again, for now, for the sake of practicing, we can totally ground the club. And we make sure that the entry point is back here again, exit point here. Full speed, and the golf ball will not go very, very far, just onto the green. So let's get trying. Okay, ground the club for now. Full speed, please, everyone. Ground the club, right shoulder a little bit higher, and full speed, full finish. Gone. Yeah, Jamie, here's another one. Trust yourself, give everything you got. Nice shot, Alice. Very nice, full speed, full speed. Yeah. You're definitely much slower right now. All right, so let's go one more time onto that line. There you go. Go here. Just pretend the golf ball is right here. And everything you got, Jamie. Just throw the sand. There you go. That's what we need. Throw that sand onto the green. Don't worry about the golf ball. Throw sand onto the green. Better. Okay, we'll try this again. Another way to practice it is to set up to the circle, right in the middle of the circle. And then you're trying to get the sand out of the circle only. Trying to hit the low point into the middle of a circle. Good, so I was a little bit too far back. Don't worry about it, just go to the next one right away. Just the sand. And a little bit more on the toe. You've had a couple of hosel hits lately. So I hit more of the toe. Good, that was too much on the toe. Good. Go to the next one, please. Here's your circle. And full power. Everything you got, just like a driver. Full finish. Good. Yeah, just need, you will get more air the more sand plashes up. So one more practice swing, go onto a line, just like that. And get as much sand flying as you can, like everything got. Get angry with the bunker. There you go. That was amazing. Good. And we'll do the same thing now.
Always the times the ball isn't there.
Yeah. So splash some sand again. Completely ignore the ground. Completely ignore the ball, and splash as much sand as you can. There it is. Perfect. So one more time, hit the golf ball as far as you can. Let's get rid of the fear of hitting it slow, as far as you can. Okay. Maybe we'll, okay, one more time. Maybe a little bit, let's do it again, as far as you can. There you go. That's the one. That's what we're talking about. Well done. Good. Awesome. Good. So that was our bunker module. Key takeaways are you have to have a lot of speed. You have to get really, really precise with the low point, right? So use your line drill a lot. It's definitely the most advanced golf shot that you have to conquer and to learn as a beginner. But as soon as you have it, actually, you'll quite enjoy bunker play because it's you'll see that you can really hit into a sand. The ball never really goes too far. Okay. Okay. Let's off to the next module on courseless.